In a small town just outside Paris, in a place most people never heard of before, a young boy was running faster than every other child on the field. He didn't have the best boots. He didn't have expensive gear. He didn't even know how big the world was yet. But he had something far more powerful, a dream that refused to die. That boy was Kylian Mbappé. Before the fame, before the trophies, before the millions, there was struggle, doubt, pressure, and sacrifice. Kylian was born into a hard-working family. His father was a football coach. His mother was a former athlete. People think that means success was easy for him. But the truth is, expectations made his journey even harder. When everyone expects you to be great, failure hurts twice as much. From the very beginning, Mbappé was different. While other kids played for fun, he trained with obsession. While other kids rested, he ran again. While other kids slept, his mind was still chasing goals. He watched football not as entertainment, but as education. Every movement, every run, every mistake. He studied the game like his life depended on it. Because deep inside, he believed it did. At just 6 years old, he joined his local club. Coaches immediately saw his speed. But speed alone doesn't make a champion. Discipline does. Sacrifice does. Consistency does. And even at that young age, Kylian had all three. While his friends went to parties and played games, he chose the field. While others looked for comfort, he chased pain. Because pain meant growth. At 11 years old, he joined the famous Clairefontaine Academy, a place where dreams are tested, not gifted. The competition was brutal. Every player was talented. Every boy thought he was special. But only a few would ever become legends. Kylian was one of the smallest physically. Many doubted if his body would survive professional football. Many said, he's fast now, but what about later? And this is where most dreams die, in the mouths of doubters. But Mbappé didn't argue. He didn't complain. He didn't respond with words. He responded with effort. He trained harder. He ran longer. He pushed through limits that others refused to touch. He knew one simple truth. Talent opens doors, but discipline keeps them open. At just 16 years old, when most kids are still trying to figure out life, Kylian made his professional debut for AS Monaco. The stadium lights, the pressure, the cameras, the expectations, all on a teenager's shoulders. Many crumble under that weight. But Mbappé rose. He didn't just play football. He announced his arrival to the world. Goal after goal, match after match, Europe started whispering his name. Then the whispers turned into headlines, and the headlines turned into history. In the 2016-17 season, he led Monaco to a league title against giants. He destroyed defenses that were built to stop grown men. At 18 years old, he was doing what most footballers only dream of doing in a lifetime. Then came the move that changed everything. Paris Saint-Germain. Pressure multiplied. Critics multiplied. Expectations multiplied. He's overpriced. He's overhyped. He won't survive the pressure. The world was ready to watch him fail. But what they saw instead was dominance. At PSG, Mbappé didn't hide behind stars. He became one. He scored when it mattered. He showed up when it counted. He proved that fear was not a language he spoke. Then came the biggest stage of all, the FIFA World Cup. 2018, Russia, the entire planet watching. Mbappé was just 19 years old. 19. While most teenagers were worrying about school, Kylian was facing the world's greatest defenders. And what did he do? He destroyed them. He scored in the World Cup final. He became only the second teenager in history after Pelé to do that. France lifted the trophy, and Mbappé became a global symbol of youth, speed, confidence, and fearless belief. In that moment, the boy from a small town outside Paris became the pride of a nation. But the real test of greatness is not how you rise. It is how you stay there. Money came fast. Fame came faster. Social media exploded. The world tried to turn him into a brand, a product, a headline. Many young stars lose focus at this stage. Many fall into ego. Many forget the hunger that got them there. But Mbappé stayed dangerous. He stayed disciplined. He stayed obsessed. While everyone talked about his speed, he worked on intelligence. While everyone praised his goals, he worked on teamwork. While everyone admired his wealth, he trained as if he still had nothing. Because in his mind, comfort was the enemy. Then came more pressure, transfers, rumors. The biggest clubs in the world chased him. Billion-dollar offers, endless temptation. He stood at a crossroads where one wrong choice could change his entire future. And he chose patience. He chose growth. He chose legacy over quick glory. Every season, he kept proving that he wasn't just a fast player. He was a complete one. Leadership, vision, decision-making, big game performance. He evolved. And just when the world thought he had peaked, he shocked them again. 2022 World Cup. Final match. 3 goals. A hat-trick in the biggest game in football. Even in defeat, he became immortal. Because true greatness is not proven by never losing. It is proven by standing tall when you do. And while the crowd celebrated another champion, the world still looked at Mbappé and said, "This is the future of football." But here's the truth that most people never talk about. Behind the goals, behind the speed, behind the fame, was pressure so heavy it could crush minds. The pressure to represent a nation, the pressure to lead a generation, the pressure to never slow down, the pressure to always be perfect. Yet every time the world added weight to his shoulders, he built stronger legs. And this is the lesson. Kylian Mbappé was not born as a finished legend. He was shaped by effort, chiseled by pressure, sharpened by sacrifice, and fueled by an unbreakable belief that ordinary was never an option. He didn't wait for opportunity. He ran past it. And today, his story is not just a football story. It is a story of speed with discipline, confidence with humility, talent with sacrifice, dreams with execution. And if a boy from a quiet town outside Paris can rise to the top of the world through focus, pain, patience, and work, then what excuse does the rest of the world have? You don't need perfect conditions. You need relentless action. You don't need approval. You need discipline. You don't need luck. You need consistency. Because success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who run. And Kylian Mbappé didn't just run on the field. He ran toward destiny.